Hello everyone, I Prabodh Mahajan welcome you in my course session of C programming. Okay, so the topics that are being covered in these videos are function and pointers, but in this video is divided into a number of parts because the function is the main and important and very typical or typically hard to understand for someone. Okay, so we will be discussing the functions basics, and in the function basics we will be discussing what is function, why we use function, and how we could passing with the values, calling and declaring the functions. Okay, so let's start it. The very first concept is functions. Okay, so a function is a self-contained block of statement that perform a coherent task of some kind. Okay, so it will perform a coherent task. Okay, so it will perform some in accordance task that will be given by the according to the user. Okay, so suppose you want to print 50 you want to print the data of 50 persons or 50 students. So it can be easily done by the help of for loop or looping or decision control structure. Okay, but what if you want to print the data of 50,000? Okay, it will be very difficult. So for these very long issues and purposes we use functions over here. Okay, so using a function is something like hiring a person to do a specific job for you. Okay, sometimes the interaction within this person is very simple and sometimes it's complex. It same applies to the function also. Okay, so simply breaking of a program into a number of segments are known as function. Okay, so you will break your program into number of segments, and after broken you will find that how the program is divided into a little part. Okay, so this main is also a function. Okay, so in curly braces this is the function 1, and where you find this curly braces parenthesis, this the function will be incurred. Okay, so now from the above instruction we can see that main is also a function which calls another function which is named as function 1. Okay, so thus its calling function means main is calling function and function 1 is called function. Okay, so why to use this? So because writing functions avoids rewriting the same code over and over. Okay, as I give you the example of 50,000 right now in previous slides. So using functions it becomes easier to write programs and keep track of what they are doing. Okay, it is convenient, the program will find convenient instead of most sophisticated way. Okay, so the time taken for a big repetitive program, as I told you again 50,000, it is also a big program, it will less, right? So let's move ahead and see what is passing values, calling values and declaring function. Okay, means passing values in a function, calling the function and declaring function. Okay, so the mechanism used to convey information to the function is known as argument. Okay, right? So you have unknowingly used the arguments in the printf and scanf, as I told you earlier that they are the arguments. Okay, so and as well the printf and scanf are the functions. Okay, so printf is output function and scanf is input function, right? So the format string and the list of variables used inside the parentheses in these functions are known as arguments. Okay, as I told you earlier, right? So the arguments are sometimes also called as parameters, means you have to pass certain parameters according or as you will. Okay, so as you want. Okay, so passing of values inside a function is already discussed in the previous slides. Now consider a program which executes a set of instructions repeatedly n times but randomly. Okay, means not in sequential manner, not in organized manner. So in case the instructions had to be repeated continuously for n times, right? So they can be placed within the loop. Okay, but if these instructions have to be executed abruptly from anywhere within, since it is random, right? So within the program code, then instead of writing this instruction wherever they are required, we use a function and call that function as required. Instead of writing under loop, we will call a function where we require that particular instruction. Okay, right? So function definition consists of a function header that identifies the function followed by the body of function that contains executable code of that function, right? Executable code in that body. So calling and declaring function is given over here. Here main is the primary function, and in the curly braces we have defined another function which is function 1. So when here we wrote function 1, as you see here. So as you see above, in all the above program, the function 1 is called twice by the main function. Okay, function 1 and function 1 means one time and two time, right? So the function declaration is a declaration statement that identifies a function with its name. What is the name of your function? What is the name of the function over here? It is func1, right? So list of arguments. What is the list of arguments? Means here dot 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 what argument you wanted to pass within the function. Okay, and type of data it returns. If you want to return the integer type, if you want to return the float type, if you want to return the character type, and many more. Okay, so the general format for declaring a function that accepts some arguments and returns some value as a result, it can be given in these kind of sequence. This is a syntax. Okay, so means return data type function means integer, and here function name will be over here. Okay, so means add int add, then in parenthesis data type and variable 1 and data type variable 2 up to n. So means upon which you have to perform your operations. You can give as much as you want, as you can pass as much parameters as you want over here. Okay, so thank you guys for watching today. Since this concept is a little bit lengthy, so I have broken this video in parts. Okay, so thanks for watching, and if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay, so thanks for watching.